Imagine a shopper reaching your checkout only to find their cart filled with expensive items they didn't pick, belonging to a complete stranger. This is a cache leak. It is a silent defect that leaves no error logs, occurring when a server accidentally stores a private session and serves it to the next visitor. In e-commerce, it is one of the most direct ways to lose both a sale and a customer's trust. Lightspeed Cache is designed to protect your checkout automatically, but that protection relies on specific page IDs. If you've used a page builder, a funnel plugin, or even duplicated a page, you have likely broken the link keeping that automatic rule active. To fix this, we are going to manually exclude every transactional page from the cache, and then use browser developer tools to verify the server is responding correctly. While defaults are a helpful starting point, they aren't a guarantee. Taking the time to manually verify your headers is a critical step in ensuring your store's transactions remain private and secure. Start by navigating to your WooCommerce advanced settings. Under the Page Setup section, look closely at which pages are currently assigned to your cart, checkout, and My Account. Open each of those mapped pages in a new tab. Do not just look at the title in the dashboard. You need to see the actual page as it appears to a customer. This is where many stores fail. If your cache plugin is looking for the ID of an old checkout page, but your live traffic is being sent to a new, custom-designed layout, your active checkout is currently being cached and served to everyone. Copy the exact URL slugs from your browser's address bar for the cart, checkout, and account pages. Be sure to include specific endpoints like order received, as these carry sensitive customer data. You might notice your checkout URL is slightly different than you expected. This is usually caused by a slug collision. Because WordPress allows drafts to hold onto slugs, an abandoned draft of an old checkout page can block your main URL. This forces your live checkout to live at a variation, like checkout-2, which bypasses your standard caching rules entirely. A security rule cannot protect a page it doesn't recognize. Finding these true live URLs is the necessary first step of the repair. With your list of real URLs ready, open your Lightspeed Cache settings and head to the Excludes tab. Find the box labeled Do Not Cache URIs. Paste your verified slugs here, making sure you have exactly one URL per line. This list acts as an explicit instruction to the server. It tells Lightspeed to stop guessing and ensures these specific paths are always generated fresh for every visitor. Next, switch to the Main Cache tab. We need to check for any force cache or force public cache rules. In Lightspeed's hierarchy, a force cache instruction is the highest priority. It will overrule any exclude rule you just wrote if the paths overlap. Look for any partial paths, like /check, that might be accidentally capturing your checkout pages. Delete them to ensure your exclusion rules can actually do their job. If a force rule is active on a checkout path, your exclusion list is ignored. This is why you must audit the entire stack of rules from the top down. To confirm the fix, open a private or incognito window and go to your live checkout URL. You must be logged out for this test. WordPress automatically bypasses the cache for administrators, so testing while logged in will give you a false sense of security. Open your browser's developer tools, select the network panel, and perform a hard refresh. Look at the very first item in the list. This is the document request for the page itself. You can ignore the images and scripts listed below it for now. Click that document and look at the response headers. You are looking specifically for a line called X Lightspeed Cache Control. If your rules are working, that header must say No Cache. This header is the evidence we need. It confirms the server is ignoring any stored copies and is building a unique, dynamic page for this specific visitor. Verifying that No Cache header is the most effective way to confirm that your server origin is no longer leaking private cart data. Keep in mind that if you use a CDN like Cloudflare, it sits in front of your server. You will need to ensure you have matching bypass rules there so the edge layer doesn't store a copy that the origin has already excluded. Treat this header check as a standard part of your maintenance. Run it after major theme updates, any permalink changes, or funnel adjustments. By treating cache exclusion as a verified technical fact rather than trusting a default setting, you ensure your store's revenue pipeline remains stable and secure.